Your voice, your vote now. We've been talking about this for months. Michigan, a key battleground state in the 2024 presidential election. Before voters head to the polls tomorrow, several candidates will share one last message with voters in our state.
Joining us to talk with us live this morning is Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Governor Whitmer, first of all, thank you so much for being here with us early this morning. You know, you have been one of those people busy on the campaign trail for Vice President Harris. And then we've seen her and former President Trump in West Michigan and in Michigan in general dozens of times over the past few months. What does this say about the power Michigan voters hold this cycle?
Well, we're going to play a big role in this election, just like we do every election. I think the only people who aren't surprised this is close are us. The rest of the world has all these pundits, but we know what's going on the ground. Michigan's a microcosm of the country. We've got, very thoughtful people who are used to having close races here, and these last-minute visits are really important. But our voices are outsized, and that's why we want everyone to get out and vote tomorrow who has not yet cast their ballot.
And Governor, election security, we know how important that is and what a big topic that is this election cycle. What can you say to make voters know that they can trust the results that come out of this election?
One of the great things about Michigan is no matter if we've got Republican, Independent, or Democratic clerks and secretaries of state, we have boasted secure, safe, and fair elections my whole lifetime. So that will continue to be the case. We're grateful for everyone who plays a role in getting our votes in and getting counted. And I've got great confidence in our ability to do that once again this cycle.
And Governor, if I can ask, for the first time in our state, voters got to go out to the polls early for the in-person voting cycle here. Clerks are telling us the turnout exceeded expectations. So what I'm curious about is how do you think this will evolve in future elections here in Michigan?
I'm really glad that the legislature, I got to recognize John Fitzgerald, who's been a big part of the work that we've gotten done here, your local rep. We made it easier for people to participate. When you can go in person 9 days in advance of an election, it makes it less likely that you'll have to struggle with childcare or transportation or taking time off work. Everyone should be able to vote, and that's why we've made it so much easier for people to participate. And I'm hopeful that after this election, we will explore additional things that we can do to help engage more citizens to cast their votes.
Well, and finally, here we are 24 hours away from polls opening. What are your final thoughts? Are you confident in how the results will turn out in this election?
I am. I think we could have a result as early as before we go to bed tomorrow night. But I would anticipate at least by Wednesday morning, we'll know what the Michigan outcome is. And that's a vast improvement from where we were just 4 years ago. Took a couple of days because we had so many absentee ballots and they couldn't pre-process. We've remedied that, and I think we'll get a result early. And my final pitch is, elections are about integrity, leadership, vision. And I'm hopeful people come out and vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. They'll be great partners to us here in Michigan. They'll help us continue the economic growth that we're seeing and helping people keep more money in their pockets. And so that's why I've been out stumping for Kamala Harris as much as I have. And Tim Walz is a great buddy. He's a Midwest governor. He knows how to get things done across the aisle. And I think we need more of that in Washington, D.C.
All right, Governor Gretchen Whitmer joining us live this morning right here on 13 on Your Side. Governor, we thank you for your time this morning.
Thanks. Get out and vote, Michigan.